Welcome to the latest climate podcast. Here are today's top climate news stories. In a groundbreaking initiative, South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa has welcomed Prime Minister Narendra Modi and other global leaders to a new water investment platform aimed at enhancing water security worldwide. Announced at the Africa Water Investment Summit, this initiative seeks to elevate water financing in climate discussions. The Global Outlook Council on Water Investments, which includes notable figures like Brazil's President Lula and Saudi Arabia's Prince Mohammed bin Salman, will work to expand the Africa Water Investment Program globally. This collaborative effort aims to track progress, unlock funding, and create sustainable solutions for water resources across nations.
Peru is taking a significant step towards a sustainable future with a $600 million loan from the International Finance Corporation to ENGIE Energia Peru. This funding will enhance renewable energy projects, including solar and wind farms and a battery storage system, promoting a low-carbon economy. The loan is the first of its kind, linking financial terms to environmental and social goals, such as increasing renewable energy capacity and promoting gender equity. ENGIE already generates 30% of its energy from renewables and aims to expand its clean energy portfolio, reinforcing its leadership in Peru's energy transformation.
A recent study from Wyoming's Bighorn Basin reveals that pollinators, essential for agriculture, are adapting to climate change, similar to how they did 56 million years ago. During the Paleocene-Eocene thermal maximum, rapid warming led to a rise in animal-pollinated plants, while wind-pollinated species declined. Despite significant climate shifts, many ecological interactions remained intact, showcasing the resilience of ecosystems. This historical perspective highlights the importance of slowing down environmental changes today to prevent extinctions and support natural recovery. By learning from the past, we can better protect our planet's future and its vital pollinators.
In Australia, the Victorian government plans to cut around 350 jobs from its Department of Energy, Environment and Climate Action. This decision will impact various sectors, including agriculture and bushfire services, raising concerns about the loss of skilled workers. Community and Public Sector Union Secretary Giselle Hanna expressed worries about the negative effects on local communities and services. The government aims to save $3.3 billion by restructuring, but the union proposed an alternative plan that could save jobs. The department will consult with staff before finalizing these changes, highlighting the importance of community input in this process.
Australia is taking significant strides in climate adaptation research with the launch of the CSIRO's new facility in Canberra, which safeguards over 13 million biodiversity specimens. This innovative center will help scientists, including evolutionary biologist Claire Holloway, study how species like water dragons are responding to urbanization and climate change. By analyzing genetic expressions, researchers aim to understand how these reptiles adapt to environmental stressors. This groundbreaking work could lead to early warning systems for endangered species, enabling timely interventions to protect them amidst the unprecedented decline of nature due to climate change and habitat loss.
Norway, Sweden, and Finland faced an unprecedented heatwave in July, driven by climate change, highlighting that no country is immune to its effects. Finland recorded a remarkable 22 consecutive days above 30 degrees Celsius, while Sweden experienced 10 tropical nights. The heatwave led to overcrowded hospitals, increased drownings, and wildfires, with wildlife, especially reindeer, struggling to cope. Scientists warn that such extreme weather will become even more frequent if global temperatures continue to rise. Experts emphasize the urgent need to transition to renewable energy to combat these dangerous climate trends and protect communities and ecosystems.
The Asian Development Bank, along with scholars from Bangladesh, Sweden, and the United States, has released a working paper highlighting the importance of economic and climate resilience for sustainable growth. Analyzing data from 31 countries, the research shows that while economic resilience helps nations recover from disruptions, climate resilience consistently benefits all countries by preparing them for climate risks. Investing in climate adaptation leads to long-term gains, protecting vulnerable communities and advanced economies alike. The study emphasizes that tailored strategies are essential for different development stages, urging countries to prioritize climate resilience for a prosperous future.
Madagascar's capital, Antananarivo, is facing significant challenges due to climate change, impacting job accessibility and wages. A recent study by the World Bank reveals that heavy rains and floods can disrupt commuting, potentially causing half of households to lose access to 25% of jobs. The research highlights gender disparities, with men commuting longer and earning more than women, who often rely on less reliable transport. Improving Antananarivo's transport system and making it more climate resilient is essential for economic growth and social equity. Investing in better public transport could help create more job opportunities for everyone, especially women.
The Ramsar Technical Report 13 highlights the vital connection between wetlands and agriculture, emphasizing their importance for food security and ecosystem health globally. It showcases 18 inspiring case studies from countries like Sri Lanka, Thailand, and Canada, where sustainable practices enhance both agricultural productivity and wetland conservation. The report outlines key principles for sustainability, such as improving resource efficiency and protecting wetlands, while advocating for strong collaboration among stakeholders. Ultimately, it underscores that safeguarding wetlands is essential for the long-term success of agriculture, promoting a healthier environment and ensuring food and water security for future generations.
In Morocco, researchers from Hassan II University in Casablanca are exploring how artificial intelligence and traditional management strategies can enhance hybrid renewable energy systems. Their study reveals that effective energy management can significantly cut carbon dioxide emissions by up to 25% and reduce energy costs by 14%. They emphasize the shift towards AI-driven methods, which provide greater adaptability and precision compared to classical approaches. The future looks bright, as advancements in smart grids and energy storage promise more resilient energy solutions. By merging the reliability of traditional methods with AI's flexibility, we can accelerate the transition to sustainable energy worldwide.
In Cornwall, nearly 500 residents are rallying against a proposed solar farm that would cover 106 acres, equivalent to 69 football pitches, between Looe and Lostwithiel. While the solar farm by Elgin Energy promises to generate clean electricity for about 9,700 households and significantly reduce carbon emissions, locals fear it will harm the beautiful landscape and wildlife. Residents like Richard Kramer express concerns about the project's size and its long-term impact on their communities. They advocate for alternative solar sites that won't disrupt their cherished countryside, emphasizing a desire for sustainable solutions that respect local heritage and environment.
Australia is embracing renewable energy to empower Indigenous communities. At the First Nations Clean Energy Symposium on the Sunshine Coast, over 400 participants discussed the importance of community-led projects. A notable initiative is a $340 million battery project in Wellington, New South Wales, where the Wiradjuri community is partnering with Empire Australia for long-term benefits. Despite challenges, including power outages in Wuzhou after Tropical Cyclone Jasper. The community is excited to develop a solar and battery microgrid set to finish in 2027. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has announced $70 million to support indigenous clean energy projects, highlighting a promising future.
Hong Kong is encouraged to enhance its multicultural environment by addressing systemic barriers faced by non-Chinese residents. While 91.6% of the population is ethnically Chinese, the remaining 8.4% includes diverse communities with rich histories. True integration goes beyond symbolic gestures. It requires structural reforms to embrace diversity as an asset, rather than a challenge. The 2021 population census highlights that non-Chinese groups often live in specific districts, influenced by historical and economic factors. By recognizing and valuing these varied experiences, Hong Kong can foster a more inclusive society that benefits everyone.
India is facing a growing disconnect from nature, which is accelerating climate change and biodiversity loss. A recent study reveals that words related to nature are disappearing from literature, reflecting our urban-centric lifestyles. This detachment is linked to environmental crises, as human activities contribute to habitat destruction and pollution. While India still has a strong connection to nature, rapid urbanization threatens this bond. Tragic events, like the landslide in Darali village, highlight the dangers of unregulated development. To combat these issues, fostering a love for nature and preserving green spaces is crucial for our well-being and the planet's health.
In New Jersey, residents are frustrated with a recent 17 to 20% increase in energy bills, making them some of the highest in the nation. This hike is linked to Democratic Governor Phil Murphy's decision to close nuclear and coal plants in 2017, while offshore wind projects face delays due to federal policy changes. To help, the state's Board of Public Utilities announced $100 in credits to ease the burden, reducing bills by $50 in September and October. However, officials acknowledge this is not a complete solution. The energy crisis has sparked political tension as elections approach, with Republicans seizing the opportunity to criticize state leadership.
Ford is emphasizing that the transition to electric vehicles in the United States should be driven by customer demand rather than regulatory pressure. Bill Ford, the executive chairman, acknowledged past challenges and highlighted the importance of listening to customers. Despite facing significant losses in its electric division, Ford plans to launch a new electric pickup by 2027, starting at an affordable price of $30,000. While the company is scaling back some EV plans, it continues to invest in clean technologies and aims to meet customer preferences with its evolving vehicle lineup.
Citicorp Energy REIT Corp. In the Philippines is celebrating its consistent performance by declaring a cash dividend of P0.049 per share, matching last year's amount. This dividend reflects the company's stable revenues and strong lease agreements, providing shareholders with an annualized yield of 5.6%. The dividend will be paid on October 8th to those on record by September 12th. CREIT's president, Oliver Tan, highlighted their commitment to growth, with plans to energize 1 gigawatt of renewable energy this year, aiming for 5 gigawatts in 5 years, further enhancing their green asset portfolio.
For more climate news, make sure to download the Change Your Climate app from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Please note these stories were AI-generated from real news sources, which isn't always perfect. If you have any concerns or questions about the news contained in this podcast, please reach out to us. Thank you, and see you tomorrow.